Hello folks, Joel Turner here with another shooting tip from Iron Mind Hunting. Today I want to talk about the use of blank bale or blind bale shooting in your shooting regimen and in your practice. Many people use a blind bale where they're very close to the target and they'll draw their bow back and then they close their eyes so that they can feel the shot better. Or they shoot at a target with no aiming spot on it, very close. And many people use this for form practice, and blind bale or blank bale shooting is a fantastic way to improve your form. But what does it really do? What is the science behind blank or blind bale shooting? That's what we're going to cover today. There are some fallacies out there that blank bale or blind bale shooting will help you in your target panic and shot control. Today I'm going to talk about that science, and it may give you a different perspective. So again, many people will shoot this blank bale or blind bale. They draw back, again they close their eyes, and when they have their eyes closed, they can instantly feel certain aspects of their shot. Like maybe that person's working on their grip, maybe that person's working on their release, their back tension, their stance, their bow arm, their bow shoulder. Any of those things can be worked on easily when you close your eyes. But let's not forget the core problem of shooting. The core problem of shooting, again, is that your mind will not allow you to cause your body impact as a surprise. But you have to know what your mind uses as a timing mechanism. Your mind uses your eyes as the timing mechanism for recoil bracing. So if you are to shoot blank bale or blind bale where you have no aiming spot or your eyes are closed, if you shoot that consistently and a lot, and then you expect those skills that you formed during your blank bale shooting, if you expect those skills to transfer to actual shooting, they will not. There is no transfer between blank bale shooting and actual shooting, and here's the science why. Your eyes have a system of feedback. It's called visual proprioception. It's how your eyes get feedback and send motor programs according to the feedback that they get. So if somebody has trouble just getting to full draw, like if they're short drawing their bow or snap shooting, as soon as they close their eyes, they can then get all the way to full draw. Or if that person is locked off of target, as soon as they close their eyes or have no aiming spot on a bale, they're able to actuate their shot with no jumping to target. Because as soon as you shoot with your eyes closed or you shoot blank bale, you remove the feedback system. You remove the visual proprioception. As soon as you do that, you're free to do anything that you want because your body doesn't have a way to time the bracing. So you can shoot perfect arrow after perfect arrow into a bale with no aiming spot or with your eyes closed. But as soon as you have to open your eyes and aim at a target and your mind is screaming at you that you are on, it will send the motor program for you to release the string. So how do we get around this? Again, blank bale and blind bale shooting is fantastic for form practice. Because as soon as you close those eyes or have no aiming spot, you are free to then work on any movement you want in your bow. But how do we get it to transfer to an actual shot that has to be, number one, aimed, and then number two, you have to have activation of the shot. So the way to get that, if you're going to use blank bale or blind bale shooting, is you have to, as you're shooting those perfect arrows, it's not how did it feel. It's what was I thinking about during that shot. What was I feeling in my back? What was I feeling as I was moving to my psychological trigger? Whatever it is, however you activate your shot, it's not what you were feeling. If you want it to transfer, you have to know what you were thinking, so that you can keep that same thought process when you're shooting an actual aimed shot. If I shoot blank bale or blind bale to improve something in my form, I do whatever correction I need, and then I always put myself back in that same place. I always put myself into the shot activation job of my shot. And for me, I shoot what I call a grip sear. So I'm pressing this small mylar washer on my grip until it pops. But my concentration is on the movement of my ring finger. And I put it there through certain systems that we talk about at Iron Mind Hunting. But that's how you get the skills to transfer. It's not how did it feel. It's what was I thinking about during that shot. That's how you get the transfer to real shooting. Because many people, if they're having loss of control in their shot, they will then go to the blank bale and expect the blank bale to fix their problem. But all you're practicing in the blank bale is a certain feel. That feel does not transfer to an actual shot. You have to fix what's going on up here to gain control. And you do that through asking yourself that question. What was I thinking during that shot? Aiming is in my opinion, a fairly unimportant portion of the shot. You draw back and aim, get it done, watch it to keep it. Your visual proprioception, again, that feedback system, is what will hold it in the middle. But it's also what will send the motor program to release the string if you allow it to. So if you're just doing blank bale shooting shot after shot, and you're not doing anything to mitigate that motor program coming to your release hand, all you're doing really is practicing getting more efficient at bracing for recoil. So don't fall into the trap of thinking that blank bale shooting is the be-all, end-all thing for fixing target panic. It is a phenomenal tool to use for form practice. Use it, but use it wisely. What was I thinking about during that shot? Was I really concentrating on my back tension? Was I concentrating on the movement to my clicker? Was I concentrating on the press through my grip sear, or my tab sear, or feather to nose, or whatever type of psychological trigger you use? Blank bale shooting is a good tool. I don't want to start a war about blank bale shooting because there's a lot of people that believe wholeheartedly in it, and that is good. But know what you're really practicing and use it more wisely if you've only used it for form practice. If you're trying to get shot control from it, what was I thinking about during that shot? How was I actually concentrating on that movement? Those are some of the things that you need to start to think about. Blank bale shooting's good, but it has its downfalls. So know the science of it, and that's what we're bringing you here at Iron Mind Hunting.